We're going to Memphis to watch Saw 10.
Dylan Brooks or somebody. Who'd they get out of there?
Literally, the last time I heard we're going to Memphis was when the Timberwolves still had a shot.
We were going all the way. We were the only team that could compete.
And the fucking Lakers got your ass.
Oh, well, you can't start when I got to stream you.
Hey, LeBron owns you, Rusty. Owns your life, owns your family.
I'm training my kid to like come back.
Baby Gronk the Minneapolis Lakers, the Minnesota Lakers at first.
Yes, every banner in Target Center is all of the Lakers. It's nothing Wolves related.
Did your son's LeBron jersey get there yet that I sent him?
Eddie, I'm not even playing anymore. If you say that one more time, like I'm
no, I sent him the nice one. Like I got him the like authentic.
Just before the podcast starts, I would like to inform everybody that I'm Caleb Hoffman, not Cody Hicken.
Oh, I did not.
Oh,
hold on, we'll fix it.
Redo it. Redo the podcast. We got to redo the podcast. You
can't start episode 50 like that, dickhead.
Cody Hoffman.
No, don't do it.
Hello, welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 50.
Cloudy Hoffman.
Oh
Jesus Christ.
This is officially, I'm calling it right now. This is the last episode of season 1. We're doing 50 episode seasons because it's a good number.
Deep lore. Okay.
Would it make more sense to do 52?
Yeah, let's just talk over DT the whole time. Fuck his intro. Like, what's up, boys?
Rusty said it would make more sense to do 56, which I don't really understand. 52, like
I forgot how many weeks there were in a year.
Dude.
52 is okay, but like I'd rather do something special for like episode 100 than episode 104. You know, like it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, that's fine because then that bakes in like 2 off weeks basically for the.
I vote 56. That was the first.
Oh my god, I don't think that's gonna work.
By the way, I'm drive through. I'm here. Ed's here. Rusty's here. Slap's here. Caleb's here.
Cody's here actually.
Cody's dead.
Cody's like lingering.
North Dakota or something. I don't know what the hell's going on.
He was supposed to be here, but the World of Outlaws is stupid and delayed.
Apparently they rained out a race.
There was no rain.
Where it didn't rain, yeah. So shout out to World of Outlaws.
2009 Daytona 500 vibes, right, Rusty?
Dude,
yeah, that's deep trauma. That's deep trauma right there.
But a tough start to the show for Rusty. All right, just to get the NASCAR stuff out of the way. Was Nashville any good? I didn't watch it. Oh, I watched the Xfinity race. It was a mess. It was great.
It was pretty all right. Dude, it was all right.
Actually, so I was at the Nashville Super Speedway this weekend. I have a promo. I have a promo I need to cut. Xfinity, first half of the race, they were fucking wrecking every 2 laps. I texted the Hoff. I was like, yo, this is like the biggest shit show of a race I've ever been to. Then after that, got pretty solid. Watched an intent wreck. It was Xfinity, hot as fuck. Had a great time. I go to Cup the next day. First 50 laps, like out in the sun a little bit. Banger. Cup cars are slick sliding around. I watched Blaney battle Bubba for a little bit. I was like, damn, this is fucking awesome. NASCAR's back. I sent a message to Rusty. I was like, damn, like we back. Vibes are up. Sun goes down. Most dog shit race I've ever watched. I literally have never wanted to kill myself more than watching Denny Hamlin aero block Martin Truex Jr. at Nashville Super Speedway. Literally, I put a gun to my head and walked out of the racetrack with 70 laps to go. And I didn't know Ross Chastain won until I got back home. So fuck NASCAR. It's dead.
Super happy friends just like walking around with the 357 Magnum up to his head the whole time.
Dude, literally like that whole Cup race, I was like the graph where it's like, we're so back, it's over. Like, we're so back, it's over. It's over, bro. Like just up and down the whole time. And then I just left early because I was like, it's fucking stupid.
All right.
Wasn't that bad on TV, I don't feel like.
Well, that's because NBC isn't fucking dumb.
That's the valid point.
Yeah, that is a valid point, yeah.
Yeah, entirely fair. The good news is, though, I just learned we're 2 weeks away from SRX.
Are we?
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be in you, SRX.
Dude,
let's go.
Their marketing is so shit. I have no clue.
On Thursday they're racing again. I have no idea what TV network it's on, but
it's on ESPN this year. I remember.
Yeah,
Thursday Night Thunder.
Thursday Night Thunder.
I don't even know where they're starting. Let me look this up.
Tons of dudes.
Is Bestwick back this year?
Yes. Yeah.
And Boyer's in it apparently.
Brad,
who are the tons of dudes?
So
Rusty?
washed, he's in SRX now.
Oh no.
Rusty, who are the tons of dudes?
Like all these former and current drivers, they're getting like current dudes out there. Like
Betfield's out there, ain't he? Isn't he coming out?
At Stafford, they're gonna have. It says Tony Stewart, Marco Andretti, Hilly Deegan, Kevin Harvick, and they ran out of Twitter characters. And ESPN PR.
You hate to see.
There's and more superstars of racing, so you know. Tony's running a Bass Pro
looks
car.
really fucking good for somebody who allegedly did meth his whole fucking life.
Oh yeah, looks great.
Here's a little like pre-dripper drown, but Tony Stewart's running a fucking Bass Pro.
Sick.
Yeah, it's
like
hot.
Black on gray car. It looks pretty sick with the orange lines.
Yeah, orange trim.
Vibes.
No, don't you
Yeah, don't you ever.
Got them right where we want them.
Don't you
I will say
Just imagine it working.
Oh, and Kenny Wallace is driving like a yellow Jegs car, which actually looks pretty sick.
Oh, dude, I've not seen that.
Wait, yeah,
Yes.
pull that up.
Yeah, hold on. Because they sponsor his dirt UMP mod sometimes.
Yeah, they sponsored him back in the.
Dude,
and it looks sick. It's a drip.
Yeah.
Banger.
Base, dude. Shot to Jags, dude. That's sick.
Yeah. Damn
He's
cool. And he's got his number 36.
Cock out during the race.
Jesus Christ.
Where is this coming from?
His pants, probably.
I have him muted on Twitter for reasons, and I'm just ready. I'm just ready for Herm the Worm to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I need Herm to film a video of him drinking coffee and pretending he's talking to somebody who's not there. That's my Herm.
Ew, they're putting Brad in the Camping World car.
Yeah, he's
tons
definitely
of Marcus.
He's getting the slow go card of the group. He's definitely getting the leftovers.
Oh no.
I will say that my only big complaint with SRX is I feel like it's a little NASCAR heavy. Like it just kind of feels like NASCAR old dudes.
Yeah,
it's the Wash series. It's the Wash league.
Yeah, it's like when you got like Michael Waltrip out there, like you might need to reevaluate your life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This year they got more better current dudes.
Yeah, they got Clint Boyer.
Get like Hunter Ray out there, but
they got
he's
Brad
covering for like Connor Daly now.
Oh yeah,
Connor
yeah,
Daly
that's what, at least try to pander to like a little more like IndyCar, like get a few of like those old fucks. Like when Paul Tracy was in SRX, it was literally like peak racing.
It was like having a caution clock. What do you mean?
Dude, yeah, because he was a fucking heel. Like I showed up to Nashville and I was like, you like feet, you fucking sicko, and like all these people looked at me.
Montoya, we need Paul Tracy, we need Jensen Button, we need Mark Webber, we need all those like
that would be kind of base.
Yeah,
in the booth.
Is Mark Webber alive, dude? Let's do that.
Yeah, he's the manager for Oscar Piastri. Fun fact.
Mark Webber?
That's definitely a person that exists. Okay.
Yeah, remember when he bailed on SRX a few years ago?
The current F1 driver, Oscar Piastri. Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, okay. We definitely know who that is. Was he running 18th every week? Come
Alpine, yeah.
18th out of a 20-car field.
He's in a McLaren.
I thought you were referencing the paraplegic that
he drives for McLaren?
The what?
Oh,
you mean Robert Wiggins?
He's talking about Alex Zanardi, right?
No, the
all right, well, I tried to save you then. All right, good luck with this.
Rusty, you're done. He's canceled. It's over.
I don't even know what he's trying to reference.
Oh, my bad. Keep it moving.
I think he means Alex Zanardi. I'm not sure.
Room wrong. Move on.
Anyway, I just want to squeeze in after NASCAR real quick. Core is based. And we blew viewer numbers out of the park for like the past 3 seasons by running street stocks last week on Monday. Good times were had, big stonks, and Ben literally well, there's no money, but
no, well, you know what I mean. God damn, you're supposed to tell him that. Who's the big money winner?
It's like $5.
It was Ryan Vargas.
All right, Ryan Vargas, our man.
I think it's his first like. Oh no, I think he won like a core race last season or something. But anyway, still pretty cool. Ryan Vargas, shout out.
Hey,
big fan.
If anybody like that is watching this podcast was watching core last week, like literally, like thank you so much, because it was like the peak of my life. Like I looked in chat and we had like 160 viewers, and chat was popping and loving it. And it was like the most fun I've ever had as a commentator. And I heard from a lot of guys it was the most fun they've had racing and all that kind of shit. So it was peak vibes in core going on right now.
Dude, we put on a banger of a race. We blew other Monday series out of the water in terms of broadcast viewership. Plus, we had like 5 or 6 dudes pulling 50 plus on their own streams, and no one streams themselves racing the other league. So yeah, good times. Ben literally came to me today. We have like our season 6 like already planned out, which starts in November, and it's gonna be a banger. Like we're rolling. Yeah. Ben brought it back, and the drivers have really pulled through it. And the broadcast has been great, and I'm loving it. Big fan. Yeah, watch Core. Okay, next segment. What the hell's Twitter doing? Literally, the only thing I have to pull up is NRF being a weirdo again. So like, I don't know. I went on a whole
business. Hold on, I might have
in the history of NASCAR Twitter, we might have to put this in like the Mount Rushmore. Like,
usually I don't like bringing attention to this guy just because he just is like weird normally. Like he just brings up like bullshit arguments, but this is so out there that like if you were trying to troll, you could not be this good.
I am so curious. I have not seen this yet.
So NRF,
you haven't seen it?
I wasn't really on Twitter today.
He got a picture from a render of the grandstands for the Chicago street race. And he says, "This seems like a questionable spot to have a large grandstand full of spectators. The building on the right," I think he means left, "is the Metropolitan Tower, a functional apartment complex. I hope the city of Chicago learns something from the Las Vegas shooting."
My God.
This guy literally has, like, there's just a crowd next to a building, and he's like, yeah, in Las Vegas, people got shot doing that.
Yeah, like, who looks at a fucking grandstand?
Did you know that airplanes fly into New York every day? Just saying.
Are we supposed to just
I like one of the top comments is, "Are you saying that you plan on doing this?"
Yeah. Hey, look at the quote tweets.
Yeah, dude, look how many quote tweets there are.
247 quotes to 88 likes.
See how long it takes for me to show up.
Oh, I actually think I got this from clicking on your tweet. Slap just put the fucking penguins of Madagascar looking scared. Got 700 likes.
Oh, I just got one more.
Absolutely ratioed to all hell.
Dude.
The replies are solid.
Dude.
It's still like, it like blows my mind that someone looks at a picture of grandstands next to a building and is like, "Yep, that's a mass shooting right there." Like,
I just love that he writes,
"If there is a mass shooting, we have our suspect number 1."
Yeah.
Even like the way he says it when he says, "The building on the right is the Metropolitan Tower, a functional apartment complex." There's a building on the left.
The Metropolitan Tower is the perfect place to set up a mortar launcher, just in case.
If it was 1963, this guy would be pointing out the book depository in Dallas or some shit. If we had a chance, it would be.
By the way, remember when I said there's a really tight section of track where I think they're gonna block it? This is it, and these people are having a great view of it, and nothing else, because it's actually not a very great place to put grandstands, because the track just turns to the right there, and they literally can't see anything else. But
they
you know,
got a little teeny screen right there.
They do have a screen on a truck.
Woo.
Well, I'm saying if Road America put a screen in the kink, there's no better spot on the schedule to sit.
Oh, dude, if Road America put a big screen in the kink,
That's
dude,
fair.
like I'm sitting there and I'm like jerking off the whole race, dude. I'm sitting there with like 12-pack of Heineken. I'm just down and I'm like, "Oh, dude, look at that shit over there. Yeah. Woo!" I'm never moving.
Another part of the track where you can only see one single like short section of it.
Hey, when I went there in 2021, it was like actually like really cool because we got to see Matt DiBenedetto and Kyle Busch go side by side through the kink full throttle for the lead, and then like you just had to like wait for them to come back around to see who was in the lead. Like you're just like you hear them like through the forest and everything, like and like, "Oh, who's got the lead? Who's got the lead? Who's got the lead?" And you just see Matt DiBenedetto, and he's like, "Ah, the boy did it! Woo!" Like
remember when people liked Matt DiBenedetto?
No.
Talk that race, dude. Didn't he absolutely throw it in the trash?
I want Matt DiBenedetto.
Yeah, he was gonna finish second and he forgot to brake for the last turn.
Between his thighs.
Oh my lord!
Slaps, shoot me a text tomorrow.
No.
Can I get a VIP pass to Rackley War Racing?
All right, we're gonna move on to the media check-in, and I do want to open this real quick with something that I found a couple days ago that I've been waiting to talk about, because I feel like this is one of those things that Rusty specifically would like.
Does this have to do with Rusty's hat?
No. This has to do with live streams. D1 Grand Prix. They did their drift thing at Tsukuba last week, which is a banger of a track. And the guy that does their English commentary, like they have like a few guys to do the Japanese show, which they broadcast for free on YouTube, and anyone can watch it live. And they have an English guy who's a YouTuber, Noriyaro, pretty big. He does like drifting videos, and he just is an Australian dude who moved to Japan and just like buys dumb cars and like works on them and drifts them. And he also streams on Twitch sometimes. And this week he decided to stream his experience as like the commentator there. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick because this is like straight up Rusty's alley. I'm gonna mute the audio, but he talks in English with an Australian accent. He starts the stream. He's got a camera set up in his car as he's driving to the track, and he's like talking to the chat here. I don't know how he runs all this stuff from his phone too. It's actually really impressive. So he like pulls up to the track. He's talking to, like, just talking about, you know, his morning, how it went. He pulls up into parking, and the way he runs everything so slick. He opens up his door and he just like pops the camera off, and he goes walking through the parking lot, and he's like talking to chat and talking about the experience, and he rolls all the way up into the tower. And he's like really responsive to chat too. Like a lot of IRL streamers just ignore their chats completely.
Dude, this is god
so
tier.
He walks through the garage area, and like, you know, this is all he must have a crazy fucking. Does Japan have good like big gig cell plans? I'd imagine so. Because this guy just streamed
when I bought like a free Wi-Fi like transmitter, I had Wi-Fi like on the top of Mount Fuji, so I assume they have really good cell reception everywhere.
So he climbs up into the tower, and he's like, you know, he's all the Japanese guys, and they don't like really understand what he was doing. He was like, "Yo, can I stream this?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, you know. And he like pulls up to his little setup here. The Japanese guys are like around the corner, and he literally just gets his headset out, plugs it into the audio thing. I don't know how he runs this from his phone, but on his phone he switches from the camera of him to the actual stream, which he's doing the commentary for.
Oh, dude,
this guy's a pro.
Dude, holy shit.
So he just runs through the entire event because he's the English language commentator, explaining everything. And they do qualifying in the morning, and then they get a lunch break. And at the lunch break, he just friggin' switches it back over to the little cam, and he starts, you know, eating his lunch or whatever, and just, you know, saying what up to the chat. And then he like, you know, he goes out a little bit to like the food looks fucking great, by the way.
That race, DT, you'll appreciate this. This race control room reminds me of that area in the Hitman map that they have in Miami. It looks just like it.
It's actually pretty funny when he gets up because you can see
to go with it. Hell yeah!
Dude, you can see like the Japanese guys just have like a sheet behind them. But dude, he's just interacting with the chat the whole time. He has it up on his phone. Like I was thinking of Rusty the whole time because I know Rusty loves like good streaming experiences. And this is just like phenomenal. There's like not a lot like this on the internet, and he's so popular like to where he has more viewers than the actual like YouTube broadcast that he's being paid there to do. Which is pretty sick. I don't know what the hell that drink is, but you can see the Japanese dudes sit by the window and they just have like a big sheet pinned up behind them as the backdrop.
Aquafina, shout to Japan.
I don't think it's an Aquafina. I think it's some other brand.
It's pretty good.
Oh damn!
It's Aquarius, not Aquafina.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure they're related somehow.
But dude, you can just watch the entire experience, and it's so cool. And then he walks around the friggin' pit and he talks to some of the drivers. And then a lot of them know him already. You know, because he's been doing like media stuff in and around drifting for so many years. And just gets like up close, and they, you know, the chat can say hi to the drivers because he'll just like show his phone and be like, oh, here's everyone saying hi. It's fucking cool, man. There's nothing like this. Imagine someone doing this for like NASCAR, you know?
Does he play GeoGuessr?
He has clips pull up whenever he's
all right, fair enough.
Whenever his thing goes down. But yeah, then he just
streamers does that.
He gets set up again.
What's his name on Twitch?
Noriyaro, Noriyaro. Same thing on YouTube. Great videos.
Yeah, shout out to this dude. We love this dude.
And then he just runs through the entire like battle thing, and then afterwards he just picks up his phone and he goes to the meet and greet with the drivers and just chats with some of the drivers again. It's so cool. Shit. Like there's nothing like this on the internet. I really wanted to do like a whole bit about this.
Oh, those cars are hot.
But he even has like fans of his where he's like signing shit.
Yeah.
Rewind it about like 15 seconds here real quick. I just want to see his little
shit, DT, hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's some serious gizmo right there.
Hello.
Oh my god, we got a live Cody call-in.
Episode 50 special appearance.
Just put the aviators on top of the glasses.
That's a look. That is a look.
That is a vibe.
Where the hell are we?
Valley Speedway, Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah, it looks like North Dakota internet. Shout out.
Yeah, we've got a quick intermission between the features, so just want to come and congratulate on 50 episodes.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
thank you, sir.
Thanks for being a part of like 45 of them or whatever. I'd like to point out, like, one of the reasons we brought the podcast back was specifically for Cody's Animal Planet and whatever the hell he's going.
And we were supposed to do this episode with Cody and the other parties.
A certain sprint car functioning body fucked it.
Yeah,
I hate them. I'm never watching sprint car racing ever again. I hate dirt tracks.
Yes. Let him cook.
Please tell me, like, at least like Kyle Larson showed up tonight or something. Like, why did they delay it?
No, it's not sprint cars. It's late models.
Oh, even worse.
What the fuck? That's worse.
Yeah, it's World of Outlaws late models.
I got no comment, but I gotta go.
All right, thanks for calling in.
Bye, Cody.
Bye, boys.
All right, shout out to Cody.
I'm glad he showed up at least a little.
He should do some shit like this. This guy's a legit setup. Though. I don't know what this thing is on his backpack, but like
Cody gave us a taste of something similar to this.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Pursue.
Yeah, like this is cool. People want to see this shit. So this kid rolls up and he's a fan. This was like a really wholesome interaction, and he signs like a thing for the kid.
I love all the
mom
pogs in chat.
gets a photo with him. I like the chat saying paid actor.
Oh,
crisis actor.
Oh my!
Yeah, just like really cool fucking content.
I knew that would get Rusty to pop.
I was gonna say it, but like, goddamn, Slam, come on.
Yeah, of course, Rusty's getting beat here at all times.
Anyway, big fan of stuff like this. Like this is unbelievably cool.
We're fans of this.
Yeah, just cool to see the entire experience, broadcast it live. The way he has it set up to flip from like his phone to the actual broadcast is insanely good.
How did he get like the Twitch notifications like on his phone? I don't get that part.
What do you mean? He's like streaming from a different phone, and like he also has his stream manager up, and it just shows his chat. The guy's legit.
That's
big fan.
Premium content. That's good.
Yeah, that's somebody's got it figured out right there.
Yeah, and then there's nothing else like that on the internet. So shout out Noriyaro. I saw him in David's chat during the core race, which was kind of funny when we were doing street stocks. Yeah, big fan.
Shouts out.
That's all I've got for the media check-in, I think. BattleBit's still based in terms of video games that I've been playing.
Have we had a media check-in on the Saw epidemic?
Rusty's like mentioned it, but
all right, good.
What's the situation? No.
Well, no, I'm sure Rusty has conveyed it pretty accurately that a certain side of Shrimpage has recently become infatuated with the Saw franchise. We watched 1 through 9, which there are currently 9 films. Where there will be 10 come this October 27th. And it has become maybe the finest shrimp meme we've got going right now. That Rusty and I are going to meet up at the 70mm IMAX theater somewhere in America and sneak in 6 large pizzas and probably get thrown out of the establishment if we had to guess. But it's what I have to live for basically at this point. So I'm looking forward to it.
Imagine watching Saw 10 on the 70mm film, and the 2 dudes next to you just whip out 6 large pies and just go to fucking town.
I do like the way you said you're gonna sneak in 6 large pizzas.
I said what I said. All right, listen. I'm bringing in the extra large bag. And if somebody questions me, they're getting bear trapped. All right, so it's on hand out here.
Reverse bear trap.
Yeah. So, it's been a good time. We'll just leave it at that. It's say what you will about the movies. It's funny when you're watching them with the boys.
Speaking of the boys, I rewatched The Boys season 3.
Yes. Fire
and
show.
They a few months ago they finished filming season 4, so it's in the editing stages right now. So I'm super fucking hyped.
I saw an update about that slap. They interviewed the showrunner, and the showrunner said until the writer's strike is over that they won't be releasing the new season. So we might be in hiatus for a little bit.
Time to run a fucking car through the streets of LA.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's time for Killdozer. Like, we're fucking...
It's time for Death Race 2000.
Yeah, it is a weird time.
Before he doesn't need any riders, put a GoPro on top of my Ford Thunderbird as I ride through the streets of North Hollywood.
It's a weird time for the film industry.
Slap,
that would definitely make it weirder.
Slab could definitely revive the Speed movie franchise and get it going again by bombing a bus or a train or something. What the fuck he's trying to do here?
I want to play a game.
You want to play a game?
There's 10 tons of fertilizer strapped underneath your RV.
The Ryder truck Speed.
I will say I went to the movie theater earlier today because it was raining and there was nothing better to do. I watched a particular movie that I have not really been waiting for, but I've been, keeping tabs on it through its production.
Barbie.
No, it's not out yet.
I was hoping it was Barbie, man. God damn it.
No.
But, I can't wait for Barbie. I'll talk about Barbie next.
Comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Barbenheimer. Yeah, we're going and watching both of them.
It doesn't come out tomorrow. It comes out like the 23rd of next month, I think. It comes out later.
Yeah, it's July 21st, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was way closer than that. Never mind.
Nah.
Yeah, we got like a month.
I'm gonna go watch Barbie. And I'm gonna stroll right into Oppenheimer. 1, 2.
Yeah, dude. No. I feel like you got to do Oppenheimer first and just get like all like fucking like crisis, like existential, and then walk into Barbie and just like have a good time.
I want the world where those movies are somehow loosely connected, like the bomb going off is what created Barbie.
Dude, like a multiverse. Yeah, fucking Oppenheimer Barbie-verse.
Christopher Nolan's behind both movies.
Yeah, he secretly directed both of them.
Have you seen this tweet?
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Barbie Oppenheimer electoral map.
Tennessee's based.
Hey,
dude, all the shrimp states are based.
I'm moving tomorrow.
No, get the fuck out.
Rusty's going to North Dakota.
You fucking stupid.
Yeah. Walk 10 minutes and then wind up in North Dakota, nerd. You won't.
Hey, speaking of like trailers,
like Caleb was talking about a movie.
I'm super fucking hyped for Dune.
He don't care. He don't give a fuck.
Dune 2.
I'm with Slap on this. I don't even care anymore. Keep it moving.
This is what it's like talking to my mother right here.
We're talking about Dune Part 2. Like, no.
Caleb, what damn movie did you see today?
All right, no. I'm not. You got to get the fucking build up. So this month alone, I've watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse twice, and it is fucking peak cinema.
Nobody cares about Spider-Man.
Shut up.
Slap fucking kill yourself. Literally, like
no.
the greatest piece of art that has ever been created. And I walked my ass in today to watch the 12:30 matinee screening of The Flash.
I thought you already watched it.
Isn't there like a serial like horrible person on that show?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
did he murder somebody or like diddle kids?
Okay. I just want to say
from somebody's house and people are mad.
No, he's done far more than this.
I just want to say that the first half of that movie, peak cinema. It is fantastic, great time. Second half of that movie, it's like that Rock clip where it's just the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever seen in my entire life. Like I literally walked out of the movie theater again, similarly to Nashville, with a fucking gun to my head, where I was ready to fucking die.
Like a microcosm.
Yes, dude. I don't understand how you take it's such a fucking good story. No,
it's the Flash, bro.
If you're walking into the Flash expecting a solid feature,
it is so like the story it's based on is so good. It is so good, and they have just turned it into like a studio fucking exec where they revived dead people for this fucking movie and just like CG animated them around.
That makes movies better, always.
Oh, there's like Star Wars, like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, remember when that dumb idiot lady fucking flew through space and I'm still pissed off about it 8 years later or whatever the fuck it is? Let's not even talk about this shit.
That was a real movie.
That was a film.
That was actually run through committee and they said, yeah, print.
I just wanted to share my disappointment because if anybody who has ever known me knows my boner that I get for the Flash. And they spat all over it. And if you can turn me off to the Flash,
all over your boner, doesn't just help it get lubed up.
If you can make me hate a story about the Flash, then you need to be fucking shot. Andy Muschietti, however you say your last name, director of the first 2 It movies, kill yourself.
Muschietti?
Oh, that's Italian discrimination.
Jesus Christ. We gotta drop less kill yourselves on this podcast. There's already been like 3 of them and we're half an hour in episode 50.
I feel like there wasn't kill yourself name. You just said like an Italian slur.
All right, we're doing Drip or Drown off the back of
Drip or Drown.
I
tried to save us from disaster by bringing
I'm gonna go take a Drip or Drown and be right back.
I got like 8 cars. It's not much.
Can we do Shrimp Hours 50 named Drown. Kill Yourself?
Big Drown.
No. Brennan Poole ran a Mac car. It has colors on it.
Who cares? Move on.
All right.
Pretty drippy.
Ryan Priest ran whatever the hell this ugly thing is. I don't know what the Morton Buildings. I don't know who they are or why the Morton looks like it's a peeling font or why they put their logo behind the like this panel where they just put the little sponsors, but there's so many of them that it takes up half the side of the car. This might be one of the worst paint schemes I think I've ever seen on a next gen. This is tough.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I just don't know how they literally covered their own logo on the side, like the primary sponsor
Sony
logo.
Yes, that's basically like a Spider-Man sponsorship.
I'm fine with it. If you let your logo get cut off on the wheel well, cut it off with like some design thing.
Cut it off with fucking Autodesk and Haas and your own logo, like I don't know. Weird. All right. Ryan Ellis ran a drippy ass like Nashville guitar music special.
I'll be honest with you. That guy on YouTube that like has sexual relations with his car, I never understood it until right now.
This car is sick.
I love how DT just moves on from that. Like doesn't even acknowledge it.
Is it worth acknowledging? I don't think so.
I would say so. That was pretty profound.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's got little lightning bolts and a big ass guitar and like cool kind of like graffiti-ish kind of design stuff.
It's got Ryan Ellis on it, so it's a win in my book.
Is this all Pastana?
Yeah,
he's
the creative director.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gabe Wood took this picture and submitted it for Drip or Drown. Zane Smith drove the Sieg 28. I don't know what the hell Blue Oval City is, but they decided to print their logo as small as possible on this corner panel.
It's a Ford thing.
This
on just
like
a plain
NASCAR.
White car.
When I used to do NASCAR Heat career videos, this was like the
yeah.
This is the car you would get in your car. Right here.
Yeah, and they always put tiny quarter panel
in like
logos in that
2005 Chase for the Cup.
I love how it's like posted up next to in that on track picture, like literally like one of the best schemes in the garage.
The
like,
number one car.
Yeah.
Ryan Williams, dude.
Yeah,
can we have Ryan Williams on the podcast and just like jerk him off the whole time? Like,
I don't know. He's responded to my Twitter comments a few times.
Ryan Williams, if you're watching this podcast,
he's not.
I want your babies.
All right.
Well, let him at least know it's a pro Ryan Williams show. Well, no.
So I was looking up J-Ski, the paint scheme page, and CJ McLaughlin's car. Well, CJ, okay, we had this conversation before many weeks ago. I don't know what the hell episode number it was. CJ McLaughlin got in the 53 Gase car again. Psyops continues to spend money for some reason for CJ McLaughlin to destroy it in practice. This is a picture from practice. Where he just like
even the race.
Psyop.
Psyops. It's a psyop, all right.
Dude, Psyops has sponsored CJ McLaughlin for so many years to just wreck Xfinity cars. I would love to see some statistics on how many Xfinity cars CJ McLaughlin's totaled, because it's genuinely impressive. And they had to pull the backup Mustang out of the truck, and they sent CJ home, and Joey Gase drove the car himself.
Damn, it got his ass out of there.
And that's not the first time on this podcast we've talked about CJ McLaughlin wrecking a car in practice and someone else having to race the backup. So, and this is their Atlanta car, and they said they had like no practice on this car at all and just drove it to like 31st place. So shout out to CJ McLaughlin.
What is the? I'm a little concerned about what that giant Z on the quarter panel stands for. What is that for?
Psyops.
Wait, hold up.
It's a zip gun.
This car is a Ford, and the one above it, Toyota.
Yeah, we that's been established, Rusty.
We talked about this. Yeah.
Thanks for joining the podcast, Rusty.
Yeah, thanks for just now paying attention.
Hold on.
That's what I've got from Nashville. I've got a few things.
All right, next. Yeah,
I've got a few things for this week. Okay, Noah Gregson is running a Baconator Wendy's car. And instead of any Wendy's color,
racing stripes,
they have bacon racing stripes, a big ass burger on the side, and red lightning all over it.
Dude,
I'm gonna come.
Unfortunately, we drowned this in baby batter. All right, this is a big drip.
There's gonna be extra mayonnaise in the inside of it.
I put this on Twitter, and I was like, this is either absolutely horrifying or incredibly based. And then I put a poll up, and everyone voted that it was based.
If I had this car in diecast form, it would go in a jar.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Jar World Part 2.
On the back, it says always be baconated.
Oh, I'll baconate all over this car, all right?
This is a sick car to race like once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
But they have another Wendy's thing that I'm assuming they'll go back to.
I want it to baconate all over my face.
Can we have a quick discussion about Wendy's? I have a ongoing theory that Wendy's might be one of the more mid restaurant, like fast food restaurant.
Depends on the location.
Depends
on the location. Depends on the location.
I have never.
You're halfway there.
No, hold on. Don't discriminate against my state. Before I have had Wendy's in multiple different locations, and it has been a mid experience pretty much.
Have you had a Baconator there?
I have eaten Baconators since before you were born, and I was born after you. All right,
bullshit.
Eddie, have you been to a Wendy's outside of Michigan?
Yeah, I literally just said that. I have been in Wendy's in multiple locations. I promise you that. I've been in
multiple locations, not multiple states.
Locations. You didn't say outside of Michigan.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I apologize. Okay, excuse me. We have been to a Wendy's.
Where was it?
In multiple states. Ohio? Florida?
Yeah, I was about to say Ohio.
I said Florida. After that,
Dude, these are all like the worst states.
And California.
That's a pretty shitty state.
All right. So Wendy's is just, so we went to all like we made a triangle over the United States, and every single place I went to was bad. And all of a sudden, these are
Michigan, California, you're like dredging up the bottom of the fucking barrel.
I don't want to hear that from someone who lives in South Carolina.
Eddie,
exactly.
When you're in Nashville,
fucking sucks. If you said South Carolina, I'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
Eddie,
I went to a
Nashville. There's
in South Carolina, and I got the shits.
Trouble.
Yes, that's the best part of cookout in South Carolina. It cleans out your bowels.
Not when you have a 9-hour road trip back home on the fucking.
That's when you plan around it. You fucking stupid Michigander.
I didn't plan around it because I was told try this shit before you leave. I tried it on my way out, and it just about killed me.
I got like a few more cards to show real quick.
All right. Wendy's
Spencer,
I will not relinquish that Wendy's sucks. Okay, I hate to say it.
Spencer Pompelli is driving a Volkswagen Camaro in Chicago, sponsored by a Volkswagen dealership. Sponsored by 2 Volkswagen dealerships. So there's just going to be a Camaro driving around that says Volkswagen all over it, which is kind of based. I love it when dealers sponsor cars.
That's worth buying?
Nuclear bombs.
Jettas are good. Golfs are good.
Are they?
That's about it.
Aren't they lying on the stat sheets of those things though? Like what are we got?
That's only when they say it's
like good on emissions. It's terrible on emissions. Everything else is true though.
No, their diesel car was too good, and the government had to like shut it down.
Ty Dillon,
water. The CEO ended up dead.
Ty Dillon is driving a White Sox car.
He was poisoned.
The White Sox are one of the worst teams in baseball. Next.
All right. Yeah, Cubs better.
It's not sponsored by the Cubs though.
Cubs better. All right. Brad Perez is driving a banger like Harris Lou design, sponsored by a rocket company.
Is Joey Gase going to drive this one too?
No, because Brad's not stupid.
Is this like a Houston Astros themed car by the looks of it? Jesus,
it looks sick. It looks like the old Mac Tonight Bill Elliott car, but with a rocket on the side.
Damn, I chose wisely.
The thing that's sick about this partnership is I think they designed like 50 different pieces of merchandise.
So I was about to bring that up.
Oh shit!
They have every bit of merch you can think of on planet Earth. I'm telling you, they got phone cases, they got AirPods cases, they got tank tops.
Hey, yo.
And these all look sick, by the way.
Oh, that
look
hoodie.
at this hoodie. I think it's a windbreaker.
I might need the women's hoodie. Hold on.
This is drippy.
Hold on.
This is
$74.
It's like it's a windbreaker. It's like a yeah, but it has a full entire print around the whole thing.
This can replace my like Columbia windbreaker any day. All right, we got to get.
They got friggin' dresses. They got bottles, they got mugs, they got more bottles, they got little friggin' insulated cups. They got crew necks, they got bomber jackets.
Hold on, click on that full print tee. Click on that full print tee to the left. I want to see this. Hold on.
So yeah, it's got the car in the front. The bread has landed. Big ass helmet. Full print all the way around. 360. It's got the rocket on the back. This is sick. Even the sleeves are printed.
I had not seen this before. Oh my!
Like these are genuinely some of the coolest pieces of merch I think I've ever seen come out of one race.
Get a coffee mug.
They've got slides.
They got slides. Oh, let me
you
get
can get little Brad Perez rocket
slides for Ed.
They got like fake Vans. And yeah, just tons of hoodies and shirts. They got friggin' blankets. Jesus Christ. I don't know you had that on the soundboard. Shout out. But anyway, yeah, it's
like Mac Tonight.
They set up a whole site for it, breadrocket.com. You can get any of this fucking merch.
Rocket.
This is by far the best merch collaboration partnership period I've ever seen.
Dude, if I had money, I would buy so much of this. Like the I mean, I know the windbreakers are really expensive, but these are like all-time drip. To just get a big ass jacket with a full print.
Gee, I will buy you whatever you want from the store.
Shut up.
No balls.
So that's what I've got for Drip or Drown. Also, while we're talking about merch real quick, Travis put out shirts since he wrecked the shit out of the late model.
Proud owner. Yep, proud owner.
Do it to him.
I also bought one.
Print and everything.
Actually, like a sick design. Pedal through the metal world tour.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even notice that.
Sticking through the bottom of the car. Yeah, its design is sick. This is JM Graphics, big fan. Yeah, sick shirt.
He ate.
Yeah. You got his like 20-something bucks out of me.
And yeah, buy a bunch. Help my boy Travis out because he just wrecked the shit out of a late model and had to buy a new one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, these things
support those who we love.
All right, that was your front-loaded media check-in, your drip or drown, all your goofy stuff.
Or drown.
And it means that it's time for Slab's crazy ass moment, whatever the hell it is this week.
All right, so in case you've been living underneath a rock, there was a Caleb, what the fuck are you looking at?
I'm buying a Brad Price t-shirt.
He's purchasing product right now.
All right, so because you've been living underneath a rock, there was a submersible full of billionaires that went missing around the Titanic.
It got real flat real quick.
Missing's definitely a way to describe it.
And then it imploded a little bit, had a little bit of a crush, you know.
These things happen.
Took all hands aboard. Turned out the owner who was aboard was told not to make this out of titanium and carbon fiber because carbon fiber has a tendency to shatter.
Real quick, can we talk about what a dick name Stockton Rush is? Just a complete dick name. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, and he believed in this product so much he went down with the ship.
Yeah, so did the band, so that's not really that honorable.
But there was another very high profile crush depth event for a submersible back in the 1960s. This is the tale of the fateful voyage of the USS Thresher.
It's time for Slab's crazy ass moments in history.
Wow.
I don't know that I knew we had an intro for that segment. Holy shit.
Oh, have you not heard that one before?
I don't know that I've heard that before. Hold on.
Oh my god. Ed watches the show.
Oh my god.
Ed's
been there for like 20
episodes. He's been here for
episodes.
every show. What are you talking about?
I see everything, all right? I don't hear all the sound
Eddie, you were literally here last week, weren't you?
I'm always here. I'm lurking in the shadows. I hear everything you say.
Just not all the intros that we play on every single podcast.
Apparently not.
All right. So the USS Thresher was commissioned and constructed in 1960 by the U.S. Navy. It was designed as a nuclear attack sub. As an attack sub, its purpose was not to launch ICBMs or anything. It was to find the Soviet subs that would launch ICBMs and to take them out wherever it found them using torpedoes and missiles, whatever.
Can I stop you real quick? This thing looks like a piece of shit. I've seen it. Come on.
No, this looks fine.
No, hold on.
1960, dude.
No,
you live in the Ocean Gate.
No, hold on.
The Ocean Gate and call this a piece of shit.
No, this is just like the submersible, dude. This thing's a joke.
Stop. This is military grade. This is military grade.
No,
military grade back in like 1935.
Well, actually, listen. He's
look at the COT spoiler on the back of that thing. Like, what are we doing?
Oh my god!
All right, listen. Let's let Slab finish the goddamn.
All right, I'm sorry.
All right, Rusty. Like, show us what a fucking modern one looks like, and then we can, according to modern aquatics and all of that. Yeah, a modern one looks far better. With an extra 60 years of technology to work with. You stupid fucking boomer. Fuck. Let me finish my story.
I love Slab.
All right, so this was one of the biggest subs ever made up to this point. This was 85 meters long. It was 10 meters wide, and it was rated for a maximum depth of 400 meters for its maximum dive plane. But even though it was, with the top of the line nuclear powered attack sub that could stay underwater for weeks, months at a time. It still needed a shakedown cruise, which takes 2 years. They don't just put like a state-of-the-art ship out afloat immediately. They have to do all these shakedown cruises, do all these tests with it. That could take up to 2 or 3 years. So they send it out there. It takes off from Portsmouth, Maine.
They test each individual missile, even, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do missile launches, torpedo launches. They're shooting up like old abandoned husks of ships off the coast and everything.
Each missile has to survive like 10 dummy firings before it'll actually get loaded with a real one, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
It's something like that. Like that, I'm sure they have like many
they're
multitudes
super
of rudimentary testing things.
Yeah, they're like super thorough with this shit. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, so while they're doing all these shakedown cruises and everything, April 10th, 1963, they're going to finally do like a serious big boy dive, like off the continental shelf, off the Atlantic Ocean, which is many hundreds of miles off the coast. While they're doing this, one of their escorts is the USS Skylark, which is a submarine rescue vehicle, which actually has a diving bell, which is rated up to 200 meters deep, which unfortunately the Thresher was rated at 400 meters. But that's just what we know of according to the Freedom of Information Act records released in 2013.
Oh yeah, they always give everything with those.
Yeah, the Thresher was rated at supposedly 400 meters of depth. We don't know the actual test depth of it, even to this day. So, but we do know the official depth of the rescue submersible they had. This little cap that would latch onto the top hatch of the Thresher. That thing right there on the stern of the ship. That was supposed to hold like 4 or 5 people at a time. You would just send them up through that, just off the cranes and everything, and that only had a depth certification of 200 meters, which was not enough for what they were dealing with, but it was the best thing they had at the time. So they send it out there with the Skylark. They think this thing, the Thresher, is state of the art. It'll be fine. They send it out there. They do have what they called an ECQ phone line. Basically, this is a boom they put down into the water and pings the Thresher through the water. And it's basically a telephone line that you can like send messages back and forth several hundred meters across the water between each other, because radio waves cannot go through water all that well. So when you're dealing with this sort of depth, the ECQ line was the best thing that they had at the time. So the Thresher goes down.
Are you telling me that submarines have Panguses?
No, the Skylark did. It had this little boom that it would like put down in the water. The Thresher just could pick it up on their antenna and everything. Yeah, so one of those boom arms you see on the crane out there is actually an ECQ line that's a water telephone.
Okay.
That it can pick up.
It's a can tied with string.
It basically works on the exact same principle. It has, it just uses acoustics and everything.
Acoustics.
And even today, the U.S. Navy still uses that to keep communications with submarines. If you're, within a certain depth, you can drop a boom mic down into the water and communicate with a submarine.
You make submarine sound like the biggest joke like I've ever heard in my life right now.
Well, Rusty, until you figure out a better way to communicate with something 400 meters deep, I guess you can call the U.S. fucking Navy, you fucking Neanderthal.
Russ, you can't even connect your fucking Bluetooth headset to your own computer half the time. Leave these goddamn guys alone.
He's not wrong.
Eddie,
got his ass.
The Thresher has like a couple of test dives as it's going out towards the shelf. It has no issues.
The shelf?
It has 129 people on board.
Oh no.
It's going towards the shelf. No major problems are reported. The Skylark's tailing along. It's keeping track of it. No issues. As they get out to the shelf, they try their first dive. And then the Skylark loses communications with the Thresher.
Trouble.
A little bit of trouble.
I told you.
And they have the ECQ line down in the water. They're trying to ping it like, hey, what's your situation? What's going on? And they get a garbled message that just says, attempting to blow, positive up angle. So what this means is positive up angle means the ship, the submarine was pointed in the right direction. It's going up, but they say attempting to blow. They have a ballast tank, which is filled with water. That helps it dive. And you only do a blow of the water tank when you're pushing compressed air into it, so you can blow and like go like emergency dive up. And that's how you see those submarines have that dramatic crash above the waves, and they soar way up into the air and they come back down. That's an emergency thing that you do only if every other possible method of propulsion has failed. So the Skylark thinks that their propulsion has failed, and there's no other reason why they would try to blow the tanks. That was not part of the test. So they say, we're attempting to blow. The Skylark pings them again after a few more minutes of silence. It says, are you in control? Repeat, Thresher, are you in control? They hear another ping that says, it's just garbled. It says a whole bunch of garbled mess, and it just says test depth. And then there's nothing more from the Thresher. Then they hear 900 north, which is their bearing. The only reason why they would broadcast their bearing was if they were in trouble. And when they hear test depth, they think they're approaching their test depth of 400 meters, which means something has gone wrong. And they no longer have their positive up angle. They're now going down towards their crush depth, which is rated at about
every submarine movie.
They were just rated at about 600 meters of depth.
This Skylark spiked off.
Yo, the like most horrific fucking thing that could ever happen to human beings is going on. Rusty's like,
he's just like, oh, let's make it for the memes. The memes, it's funny.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Mr. Guy who like laughed at the molasses flood over here.
Yeah, same man.
That was pretty funny.
Like, an iconic moment from season 1 of
If you
Shrimp
got
Hours.
killed by molasses, we do have to ask some questions.
If that happened, yeah, dude, if that happened nowadays, you're getting roasted on Twitter. Like, come on.
Yeah. It'd be a big Twitter thread like, yo, 120 dudes just got vaporized by syrup. Like, laugh at them.
Speaking of laughing, the Skylark, who loses communication with the Thresher, uses their last method of communication, which is literally hand grenades.
Oh my god!
Their last method of communication was to let out 2 hand grenades over the bow, boom, boom, and that was to tell the Thresher to immediately dive up if they heard those sonar contacts, the loud, high pressure, boom, boom, rapid fire.
That's the most American thing I've ever heard of, right?
Yeah, so they did that every 10 minutes for about an hour. Just 2 guys just hand grenades over the side.
Spare. Yeah, oh yeah.
So they're trying to get in contact with a Thresher. They hear nothing. Eventually, because this was like a top secret, an advanced nuclear submarine outing and everything, finally they just hit up the naval base. We're like, hey, we lost contact with our submarine we're supposed to be shadowing. We need every rescue vehicle available to come out here. And they give up their contact information, their coordinates, everything. The Soviets are, now buzzing around international waters trying to figure out what the hell's going on. The Skylark gets a hold of the mainland. This is about 11 hours after they lost contact because it was considered top secret at the time.
Did they have 96 hours of oxygen?
They did not.
Unfortunate.
Not with 129 dudes. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 129 dudes. They completely lose contact. After a while, they do some sonar scans of the bottom of the Atlantic shelf, and they find the conning tower and the wreck of the ship just absolutely eviscerated. It went way past crush depth. If there's any consolation, all 129 dudes died instantaneously.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they got squished, if I'm not mistaken. Big squish.
Yeah, so that's a 85-meter long sub crushed down to well below 85 meters long.
That's a tough way to go right there, ladies and gentlemen. Although it's instant. Instant is the good thing.
So the cause was later found by the Thresher's sister ship, which was did a routine dive and a routine tank blow in much more shallow waters, and they found out that the saltwater pipes had a silver brazing, which welded them together, and that had a tendency to rust in salt water and ended up causing a leak in the reactor room. Upon the leak in the reactor room, they believe the engineer down there immediately shut down the reactor, and it takes 10 minutes to get it going again. So that's why they lost propulsion and tried to blow the tanks to get it to rise back up. So when they blew the tanks, that compressed air, which is compressed through being super fucking cold, froze the nozzle shut. So there was no way to fill the tanks with air and to force the water out. So it basically just started to sink and sink and sink. And at that point, there was no saving the ship. And the only thing that was left to do was to wait it out for the 10 minutes down below 600 meters where it hit crush depth. And we have no idea whether or not the captain actually told the crew what was going on. Chances are people in the engine room knew what was happening. The captain obviously knew what was going on. The helmsman had to know what their final moments were. We have no clue, but chances are they probably had more time to think about it than the people on board the Titan, who probably had heard like one creak, one groan, and then instantly crushed. The crew of the Thresher probably had about 8 minutes to figure out what was going on and wait what was about to happen. So make your peace with God.
Dude, that's fucking terrifying. Like, imagine just being like 1,000 feet below.
Dude, with 130 dudes in this little thing.
That's a lot.
You know, like the final minute, the final minutes of that thing, like everybody had to be like rushing around.
And here's the thing, like we only know like how the Thresher like failed because of a 2013 Freedom of Information Act request, and even then they haven't released the whole thing because they fear
wasn't it supposed to get declassified or something?
It was supposed to in 2013. Most of it, that's how we know the story so far, but a lot of it we don't know because they want to keep the test depth of U.S. submarines classified. Officially, there is no U.S. submarine that is capable of going below 400 meters in depth.
What? Oh, yeah, okay. Bro.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
They're having parties by the Titanic right now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ocean Gate was about to head to 12,000. So that's cool.
When the Thresher launched, one thing that they requested a onboard ship was an ice cream maker. Because that was actually like really good for the morale of people on a nuclear submarine who would be below water for months at a time. So I would like to imagine when the captain said, yeah, we're all going to die in 10 minutes, everybody just queued up for the fucking ice cream.
Tons of ice cream.
Like, let me get some ice cream for the last dive we're going to do. I want to go out fat and happy, man.
Yeah, just imagine like having to come to terms with your mortality. Like you're just fucked on this submarine with 120 other dudes.
Like, pushes you out of the way so he can hit the fucking ice cream machine one last time.
This might be a dumb question, but I know some submarines have weapons on them because they're like prepared for Navy SEALs to jump on them and go do some crazy shit. Would they have had weapons on those? Because people have like literally killed themselves before this happened.
Yeah.
Every submarine has some weapons on board for boarding or clearing a ship. Even during World War II, like a lot of times they wouldn't sink a vessel, they would damage it and then say, you know, give yourself up and everybody get off ship and get on lifeboats, and then they would sink it. So, you know, there are guys who had weapons on board. So there probably are some people who decided they weren't going to be crushed to death and just decided to, you know,
kill themselves. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's instant either way, isn't it?
That's yeah. Well,
try explaining that to some like enlisted sailor on board, like, oh, it'll be instant, you'll be fine. He's just like,
have to cope for nearly
I'm not taking that chance. Give me that fucking rifle. I'm out.
Yeah, the coping doesn't last nearly as long.
I don't know. It's a bunch of young, low 20s kids, man. I don't know.
Dude, I know like one thing for sure. I am raiding the fucking pantry. Everything that's on board there, I'm eating myself to death before I get crushed.
Well, dude, yeah, they're making like mozzarella sticks, pizzas, and I'm with you.
Ice cream machine, like, dude, I'm eating myself happy. I don't give a fuck. I know there's liquor on board. Captain, give it to me, or I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
Dude, if they got imperial stouts, like I'm drinking like my weight in imperial stout. Like
I'll spill one on the floor, even. Just like
10 minutes till crush depth. Like I'm gonna fucking commit alcohol poisoning in 10 minutes.
Listen,
this is speed run.
This is the military we're talking about. They might have like that Back to the Future pizza hydrator that you can like make a pizza in like 60 seconds. We're gonna cook up like 20 of those real quick and gorge on them.
Hey, everybody gather around. Crush Depths is in 10 minutes. We got pizza rolls.
Yeah, let's go.
The Crush Depth Pizza Party.
That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, dude, Crush Depth Pizza Party. That's it. Crush Depth Pizza Party.
That's it.
We got him.
We got him.
I will say.
Sign me up.
That's it. That is it. Yeah,
Crush Depth Pizza Party.
Making sure I don't lose that one.
But I was confused because I thought, so like when it implodes, I thought it just like fucking like exploded in on itself. Like, so how did they recover debris from it? Because I thought it was just all like vaporized.
No, the actual shell just like collapses in like a Coke can. Like you can still get the shell.
The metal still exists.
Didn't you see the animation?
No, all I saw was like on Twitter they were like there were pictures of him like pulling up the fucking.
So there's a different
front
animation
dome
I didn't
stayed together.
We
have another animation I didn't send to DT, but even if you don't get crushed by it, the pressure of the water rushing in is enough to completely like eviscerate you as a person.
Yeah,
like you're just literally turning to a red mist.
Oh, okay. So like,
and then it heats up so much that there is no red mist. So then you just become like water particles within seconds.
Yeah,
it's like that speech from what's his name, the fucking actor Willem Dafoe from The Lighthouse. You just become the sea at that point.
Yeah. Pretty much, honestly, you become nutrients for a fish.
You become nothing. There is no part of Winslow except what is now Winslow is the sea.
So, moral of the story: don't get on a fucking submarine if you don't.
Do not go below the water in the ocean. Please do not do that. Yeah. Especially if there's some billionaire who says, "Don't worry, this time it'll work. This time it'll work. The carbon fiber will hold. This time, I promise."
Hold on.
I ignored 20 pages of regulations to build this sub. We're gonna be fine.
What? Okay, question. Why do you need a submarine to be carbon fiber? Because carbon fiber is meant to be light, but do you need to be light when you go into the water? I wouldn't think so.
Density,
he just wanted to do it for cheap. He said he wanted to give people like cheap rides down to the Titanic. That was
I'm sorry, $250,000 to die is cheap.
Speaking of that, did we talk about the fact that he got that hull from Boeing on sale because it was past its like best buy date?
No, that's great.
The aluminum frame was past its best of use date for running up in the air, where the atmosphere is up as high as a Boeing 747 go, or below 1 atmosphere. It was rated for below 1 atmosphere, and they put it at like multiple thousands of atmospheres of pressure.
Wait, you guys might have to correct me on this one. I heard like there were 18 bolts on this fucking submersible.
They didn't even fuck with some of them. Yeah, they missed a few. They're like a NASCAR pit crew. They didn't do all of them.
Yeah, they missed the lug and because it was too far out of reach. Like, come on.
Oh, here's the thing. Like, it did have one safety precaution, and that was after it dived, a 24-hour timer would start that would automatically release the ballast so it would surface. So they had 96 hours worth of air on board with the scrubbers and everything. However, once it surfaced, there was no way to open up the hatch from the inside, even if it was at the surface level, and there was no rescue beacon and no lights. So even if you did blow the 24-hour buoy, you would just be like a random block floating in the ocean, hoping to God that somebody would find you before your remaining 92 hours of oxygen ran out.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and a volleyball got to come strolling by you before you get found.
And even then, he has to have the proprietary fucking bolt to get you unhatched.
This submarine talk reminded me, by the way. I don't know if we talked about it like any podcast before this, but there was some controversy this week on Twitter because Mr. Beast posted a text that he got supposedly.
Was that real? Is this real?
No. Twitter is clowning on him because it's blue, which means he sent it to himself. So he's like clout chasing.
Is this fraudulent? Is this
yes, it's fraudulent, and Mr. Beast is just clout chasing off the fucking deaths of six people.
Come on, you're better than this.
He's had a rough year in 2023. Like,
yeah, dude, it's been rough for Mr. Beast.
I don't keep up with Mr. Beast. What's
faking a text from like
that's pretty bad in itself. Yeah, but I haven't heard anything else apparently. Damn, Mr. Beast, come on.
Rusty can't get into it.
No, yeah.
Can't get into it. All right.
Did he talk shit about NASCAR heat?
Can't get into that either.
Rusty, I got you. I picked up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Future episode.
Oh shit.
No.
The heel turn of the Shrimp Hour podcast.
We're going Animal Planet. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
You don't have a question.
Maybe on July 1st.
On Canada Day?
Well, like January 6th.
That was the real Animal Planet of America, January 6th, 2021.
We're still getting litigation out of that one right there. That's a good one. That's how you know it's a good one.
It was no big deal. Also, everybody who was arrested was also a political prisoner. Also, it was Antifa.
Yeah, big undercover.
Sure. Anyway, Animal Planet's the segment of the show where we talk about people acting like animals.
Like January 6th.
Shout out to Canada, by the way. Shout out to Canada. Definitely not a crooked state area.
What do you mean? What do we do this time?
I don't know. What you lost to us in a soccer match?
You're fucking up the Chicago street course. Like I didn't think it could get any more fucked up. And now
fires, dude.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
That's not our fault.
All the way down here in South Carolina. I saw it today. I smelled smoke outside.
It's not. My whole city's been hot.
What is it then, Rusty?
Sucks.
Rusty's being weird again.
Not wildfires. Dude.
What is it, Rusty?
It's Devin fucking hitting the massive pack, dude. He's on
He's hitting the Rusty pack.
Ripping that bong, and it's fucking coming down where I live. And then I can't even take my dog outside without risking God knows what. Thanks, DT.
Yeah, no problem. It's been kind of fucked lately up here too.
I do have one animal, and it's he's in this chat right now, and it's fucking drive through for putting in the core chat that we were taking a week off for Canada Day and not the real reason we're off, which is to celebrate American freedom and independence as a sovereign nation.
Americans are too easy. Like we're literally taking the July 4th Monday
Canada
off.
Still answers to England, don't you? You rats.
Yeah,
no,
you guys are
did burn down the White House during the War of 1812.
Come on, they answered a euro.
Dude, you're literally France with. Never mind, I can't finish that one.
No, we can't. We gotta quit being.
Say a slur. Say the
anti-Canadian. Listen, we're all shrimps, right?
I was gonna bring up past controversy from certain Canadian presidents, but I can't do that on this podcast.
Yeah, because we don't have presidents, idiot.
Prime Minister, whatever.
Oh yeah, we know what his favorite. We know what his favorite Halloween
costume. The mayor of Toronto.
Just tons of Halloween costumes.
Dude, we actually have like a non-shit mayor now. As of like a few weeks from now.
You don't have like a 400-pound dude who's smoking crack anymore?
Yeah, I'm
because
crack smoking mayors of Toronto.
He got disgraced out of the office, and then the next dude cheated on his wife.
Canada is a fucking wild animal fest. What are you people doing up there?
Well, yeah, now
the Toronto mayoral race is like I wish we had that here in America.
So yeah, they did a by-election for it.
Substance one, their schedule one substance.
They did a by-election for it for the mayors, and they had I think over 100 names on the ballot.
Do the picture of Aaron Rodgers smoking that.
I got you, baby. What's good? What is good?
There he is. He's back.
There's the next mayor of Toronto right there.
Dude, I love how there's a little like mini one in the doorway too.
Yeah, the ghost of Aaron Rodgers' Packers like existence is in the good doorway there.
The Pack Watch Packers just smoking a massive pack.
We gotta update him to the Jets jersey now. We gotta
get on. That's true, we do.
Times. And now we gotta
but anyway.
How do you smoke ayahuasca? Do you use a crack pipe? Because he probably just does that.
Use
by
a peace
habit.
pipe.
Anyway, yeah, we voted in like a non-shit mayor.
Anyway, what's going on in Canada?
Yeah. What's going on with Candyland?
I feel like half his podcast has just been the four of us saying the dumbest shit, and DT just being like, "All right, move on." Like,
this is gonna be the best episode we've ever released because it's gonna be censored. Though it's gonna be one long.
No, I'm not editing a single thing.
Oh, even better then.
You're gonna get taken away by the Canadian secret police.
We do have some of those.
Yeah. They're gonna tie you to a.
I'm
breaking rocks.
With a sag over your head.
Do we have any actual Animal Planet question?
No.
All right.
No.
I'll probably have some next time I'm on because you know where I'm headed.
I actually have one thing. I swear to God, I feel like it gets worse every year. I see so many drivers with their headlights out. And even like in modern cars, all you got to do is flip it to auto and just leave it there. And I swear to God, literally the other night, I saw like 8 dudes on the 401, like big ass highway, no headlights, no taillights. Or they just have their like DRLs on, but no taillights. I don't know how people like
driving
survive.
down to South Alabama Speedway through Georgia is just all of a sudden you see like the shadow outline of an F-250 Super Duty just
dude, and it's like
out of the mist.
Don't even get me
or anything.
Don't even get me started on Georgia, man. They don't even have street lights. All their signs are peeling off. Their signs. How do you have signs peeling off signs? I'm trying to see where I'm supposed to exit. You can't even read the exit sign because it peeled off 8 months ago, and nobody even goes and like reapplies it. Real nice, great state.
Yeah, shout out.
I just need 11,000 votes.
At Nashville on Sunday, at like I think it was like 100 laps into the Cup race, I did see somebody behind the stands. I don't know if it's really Animal Planet, but they were collapsed and passed out, and one of like the little like golf cart ambulances had to come through, like sirens blaring, and picked her up and put her on the stretcher. So I don't know what happened to her, but if she's out there. I don't know. She was either just incredibly drunk or dehydrated or something because she was fucking
it sounds
dead.
like both.
Yeah. Combo job will get you. All right, well, that's all I've got for Animal Planet. In that case, it's time to send them in.
Send them in. Oh, I missed this.
What's your fucking hand slap?
Oh, yeah. You better fucking send them right in, guys.
What's your fucking hand slap? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, man.
We don't send them in. We're going to come for you.
Welcome to fan mail.
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 I know I've said it before. Go ahead, DT.
I want to real quick. It's, you know, if you have questions or comments or things that you want us to read on the show, remember to send in your fan mail to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. I want to do something special. Like, this is our 50th episode of this show, which, by the way, amazed we got this far. Send in your favorite moments.
Miracle.
Yeah, what are the most memorable moments from the first 50 episodes? Send them in. We'll talk about them next week. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. What were we saying, Caleb?
I was just saying, I know I've said it before, but hearing that fan mail song like on Ben's actual like house speakers, like his home setup, like literally, I feel like it's a
fan
fucking
mail from
earthquake.
the
Like you
source.
could see it on the like seismic activity meter in where Ben lives. Like it if you know in Spider-Man. Yeah, in Spider-Man, when Aunt May just gets blown the fuck up by Green Goblin, that's how I feel like every time Ben played a song over his.
Yeah, he has actual like studio monitors, subs, everything.
Yeah, dude,
so
it's
when
crazy.
he turns it on, it's just yeah.
Dude, we got 10 emails this week. Golly, shout out to episode 50.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Read 2 of them, Max.
Yeah, how we look through some. Wait, real quick, what's your favorite Transformer? And who would you be?
No.
All right, I'll try and get through these reasonably quickly. Jack writes in, I finally caught up on all 48 episodes.
Who's gonna tell
him? He says his question is, what's the stupidest thing a driver has ever done on track in your opinion? Thanks for the podcast. Watch your hands slap. Ed, be alive. Good job, Ed.
Hey, I did it.
He says, I love you, Caleb.
Me?
But yeah, what's the stupidest thing you've seen a driver do on a racetrack?
Carl Edwards regular.
All right, there it is.
Oh, there it is. It's over.
That's a Carl Edwards losing himself a championship and his career.
You're not fucking funny. None of you are funny.
Yeah, okay, bud.
All right, second email. This one comes in from Silt Striders, who says, congrats on making it to episode 50. I was going to write an email after the first race I've ever been to in over 10 years, but I forgot. So here it is. I went to the Martinsville truck race in April with my oldest brother and father, and we had a great time. Sadly, the race is rain shortened, but I didn't care. While I was there, I downed 3 hot dogs, and I should have had more, but I didn't.
Guzzler.
While I was there, I scored big on some die casts. I got a Reed Sorensen one for $15.
Washed.
I thought you said scored big.
But the box got wet and it's a bit damaged. I also found a David Stremme
so was he.
paint scheme. But it has a crack in the windshield and it's missing roof flaps, but it's only $5. I thought you said you won big.
I was told you scored big. Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, if you say you scored big, you got to come at me better than David Stremme broken diecast and Reed Sorensen wet box.
Hold on. He's gonna be like, hold on. Brad Keselowski's first race win. Like he's gonna come
better than that. For $12 plus $13 shipping on eBay, he got a Brad Coleman car.
Coleman.
Dude.
Wow. Oh my God. Crown him. You know what? Just crown him right now.
Dude, I just got like blue balled from a fucking email. Like I heard like Brad, I was like, oh shit.
I thought we were really going to the promised land right
Yeah,
there.
we got a Stremme, a Sorensen, and a Brad Coleman.
That's all right. Brad Coleman.
I remember this paint scheme in like NASCAR 07, I think. The Lone Star.
Take a gun out and shoot it.
You mean to tell me he went to Martinsville where I got this and he was not able to return heat?
How much did that cost, Slap?
$5.
Damn.
5 pence maybe.
Hey, this was like 50 though. This is the Curtis Turner final win.
Well, take it out of the box, nerd.
Coming
Ed,
from
you're
you,
one to talk,
Eddie,
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, who has the fucking
you
like?
did not clear the take it out of the box allegations.
Hold on. You don't do that to me.
Okay, Andrew R sent in an audio clip.
This is my prized Bratty.
Oh, I have like 4 of those. Put it away. Throw it away.
Andrew sent in an audio clip, and I am gonna play it on my own real quick.
Yeah, we're getting kicked off
the internet. It's a fucking slur. Like, get it out.
Andrew
I
from
probably
Down
should
Under.
have. Yeah, our good friend Andrew R from Down Under.
It's been
probably should have
man who found Ned.
Run this through beforehand.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I gonna be able to illegally smuggle Ned into this country or not?
He has not yet.
I will pay big bucks for Ned.
Tons of Ned.
Tons of Ned. I need my weight in Ned, which is a lot of Ned.
Okay, while he's recording this, like vetting through this, did anybody see we're getting the Days of Thunder 2 apparently?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter and I messaged my dad. I was like, "Holy shit! Like what? Like just out of left field."
I hope I'm getting baited because that can't be good, can it?
Dude, I mean, Days of Thunder 1 wasn't good, but
it was pretty fucking
what
good.
Are they gonna do? Next gen NASCAR?
I know, that's what I mean. Yeah, like imagine like all the hot ass Days of Thunder scene, and like instead of like building the car, it was like Harry comes out of the shed and he's like, "Hey, I just came back from Walmart. I got a cup car for you."
Yeah. I might never watch another movie again if that ever comes out, to be honest with you.
This is very interesting.
He's doing like the
all right, hold on. We got to get through this goddamn email segment.
He's doing the track test, doing 150 in Atlanta.
Yeah, DT, what's the fucking email? You fucking.
All right, we're gonna. It's like a minute of audio.
That was close.
Minute of audio. I'm gonna cue this up.
I might have to go to bed.
Am I gonna want to die when this is over, or are we gonna? Is it?
I think the end of it is cute.
Do we get an Andrew R voice reveal for the 50th episode?
We do.
Right, let's hear it.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna.
And
like
let's hear it.
He's like 11.
And let's hear it.
Hey ho, Dermot D. Grubb here. I would just like to say congratulations to the ShrimpHoursPresents on making it to 50 episodes. Yay! It is a pity that this is the last episode and that there will be no more following. Goodbye.
Congratulations on making it to 50 episodes. I didn't make it to 50. I stepped outside for a pack of crisps and a pint of milk. That did not go so well.
Is this AI?
This is a message for drive-thru. Your podcast is going to be demolished, and we will install some luxury apartments and a strip mall. Be warned, we are coming for you.
Dude, that's worse than
like ShrimpHoursPresents. I thought that I would be listening to a podcast about shrimp. There are no shrimp. There are no prawns. I only like seafood podcasts.
Good afternoon from Andrew in Sydney. To Cody, Rusty, Slap, Ben, Caleb, Ed, and DT. Thanks for providing all of us with many hours of absolute fun as I commute back and forth across this city. May you get to another 50 episodes. It's a pity that this is the last episode.
Sure is. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was base. That was
brought it together at the end.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Questionable at the beginning.
He rallied back.
When's he coming on? When's he coming on?
Yeah, we got to get him on. Yeah.
Dude, I love how like,
it's
it was
probably
like every
morning for him.
I'll get up at 4 in the morning for him.
What were we saying?
We were all just shitting on it, and then he was like, "Hey, thanks for 50 episodes." And we were like, "Oh yeah, that was cute."
Yeah, no problem, man.
He flipped the bitch real quick.
He wrote a bunch of stuff in. He says, "Evening Shrimps. Slap's talk of UFC and Pride seems to have brought out the billionaires of Musk and Zuckerberg to fight out a pointless match."
Yeah, except Musk said his mom wouldn't let him fight.
Oh.
If you could
that's
have
kind of bitch made, ain't it? Though, hold on, we gotta talk about that.
Super bitch made. God damn,
his mommy stepped in.
These allegations.
One of the richest guys in the world's mommy stepped in and said, "You can't fight, little boy. Come on now."
Dude, I'd totally whoop your fucking ass if my mom would let me.
Anyway, please continue.
He says, if you could have anyone from history against anyone else from history in the octagon, who would you want to fight? I want to see
I got this.
Teddy Roosevelt against William Taft, he says. Both those dudes were keen boxers, and both of them gave no quarter.
I got 2 guys. Thomas Jefferson, Karl Marx.
That'd be great, actually.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah?
No.
I've been waiting for this. Honestly, I'm not sure I've ever seen them in the same bill. I think they did a commercial together. I think there was a green screen involved, to be honest with you. But I want to see Carl Edwards versus John Cena, because you're not going to convince me that's not the same human being. All right. That they're John Cena is Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards is John Cena. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and establish that theory right now.
All right. Does Carl Edwards like Chinese ice cream?
See me.
He loves Bing chilling. I know that.
Andrew also says, P.S. A midget doesn't have a proper transmission, only an in and out drive. I don't know what that means. Also, I've just welded the spool gear onto the rear axle and placed the diff.
That is it.
Isn't that like a sprint car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a super.
But sprint cars,
they only have one gear. That is go.
Yeah.
Or is a very
sprint cars like they have to. They need that push, right? Because they can't even like idle.
Yeah.
As soon as they stop, like I don't think sprint cars even have whatever the hell an in and out drive is. I think just in drive.
Yeah, I think an Indy car can at least clutch it. I don't think a sprint car can do that.
Yeah. All right. Next email comes in from Rusty Broussard. He says, "Hey Shrimps, it's Rusty again. This week I have some cool news to share. I'm gonna be going to the Cup race in New Hampshire. I'll be there for the races on Saturday too. I'll potentially be camping at the track. And I was wondering if you guys have any tips or advice about the camping at the track experience, since you guys did so at Road America last year. Also, Seamus, the last episode.
Yeah, bring way more beer than you think you can consume.
Here's the thing. Yeah, weigh yourself and then bring that weight in beer. Okay.
hey, you're forgetting. Bring an assortment of just tons of meat and then litter it around your tent.
Genuinely good point though. Like, have
at
snacks.
least 5 cans.
If you're going camping, bring a lot of food and snacks and the ability to cook your own food, and you'll save a lot of money from buying stuff at the concessions. Yeah, bring a lot of bevs, bring friends, have a good time.
Yeah, and don't flashbang anyone when there's a fire lit.
Yeah.
And bring pistachios.
I don't know what the New Hampshire camping situation is. I guess you're up on the hill on the backstretch, which is pretty sick.
So they have that little mini racetrack that goes out there.
Yeah. But yeah,
we might need to have a picture sent in from that site.
Yeah, if you got a tent set up or whatever, send us a photo.
Give us an idea of what a New Hampshire campsite looks like, because I don't think any of us really know.
All right. The next one comes in from Carl. And Carl writes, "Hi Shrimps, this one is for Slap. Dear Slap, I hear UPS may go on strike in July for better benefits, pay, and most importantly, air conditioning in the trucks. Don't let Teamster Daddy Sean O'Brien down. As a person currently unionizing his workplace, I swear, my guy, if you turn scab, I will tell everyone your channel's dookie." No, Slap's based.
Nah, Slap's big
I'm walking the picket line with a fucking AK on my goddamn back.
Oh yeah.
Plus, documenting the largest strike in U.S. history as one of the strikers would be a crazy ass moment and some good content.
AC in every truck that's going to be built from here forward, so we already have that.
Do you have to pee in a bottle?
Yes.
And then dumping in people's driveways.
That's where there could be maybe a slight improvement.
We need a toilet on board every truck.
In the back corner, like the
Maybe just a designated 15 minutes to stop at a McDonald's and go take a leak. Is anything.
Hey, I was out on a route one time, dude. I was out in the boonies, dude. I was like this close from like taking a shit in a bag and like throwing it out in the woods.
And leave it on the next drop off doorstep.
Just so happened to be the very next stop was a gas station. Random gas station. I go up and deliver the lottery tickets, and I'm like,
I hope it was a blown out gas station.
Please let me use the bathroom. She's like, all right, here's the fucking key, and she gives me the key. I like go in there and I like shit my brains out.
If you had to rate that bathroom out of 10, what would you give it?
At the time, 10 out of 10, just because I was able to release my bowels.
All right, in hindsight, what would you give it?
6, 7 out of 10.
Right,
it was like for being out in the middle of fucking nowhere is actually really good.
Getting a spare 4 points out of desperation is not bad. We'll give it to it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Did I tell y'all like a week and a half ago I had a really good shit? I don't know if I talked about this in the show.
Good to know, bud.
Good to know.
I did. I was biking with Andrew. We did another 100K, and he had to like. We were using like his mom's car because he's in town, and he had to like bring it back by a certain time so his mom could like go to something. So we had like kind of like rushed through the end of the ride, and it was like an hour drive because we were like up north of the city. And I get like 2 minutes in the drive, and I'm like, I should use the washroom before I got in the car. But it was fucking stacked up with traffic, and I didn't want to ask him to stop and like ruin his mom's day. So I had to like spend an hour persevering, and then I got to the end and I made it, and it was great. then I biked home and I felt like 100 times better. Big fan. All right, Jack sent in an email and he sent in the Caleb Hoffman copy pasta with the emojis and everything.
No. Which one is that?
Can we get a screen
which
share?
copy pasta?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get this to a big thing where it also doesn't show his entire email address.
Leak it. You won't.
Yeah, no balls.
Oh yeah, here I can do it. I'll just zoom
Imagine
in.
getting your address leaked on the 50th. That's a good one.
All right, here he says.
You're invited to the Crush Depth Pizza Party if you get your address.
If
leaked.
Caleb Hoffman is on the broadcast, I'm there. If Caleb is sick, I'm his medicine. If he's driving, I'm the passenger. I would give my eternal soul to let him live another day. If Caleb has a house, it is my home. Caleb is my one true love, my reason, and my justification.
Did Blake write
if
this?
he's alive, so am I. If he's dead, so am I.
Dude, did Los put you up to this shit? Who did this?
Dude. Yeah, that's a Los post if I ever fucking saw one.
He and Los and Ben they might have been touching tips last week. It was like,
yeah, there was shrimp fluids exchange between the two of them at some point.
It was a shrimp cocktail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Extra
what is DT reading? DT just got like the most egregious email, and
DT's looking at like.
I got a video file.
Art
People
of
keep
me and
attaching
Caleb.
files.
Yo,
Is it a
they're
PDF?
sending viruses in your podcast now.
I'm
Here's a
downloading
Trojan
this.
horse. Have fun opening. Here's a .exe for you.
This will be the last ever episode because we just gave DT a zip bomb and his fucking computer just exploded.
His disk drive's gonna open and anthrax is gonna come out.
You're gonna see like glass from the computer monitor just go like into his eyeballs. It'll be the last thing you ever see from DT.
Somebody in a pig mask is gonna come up behind him and throw a bear trap on the back of his head. That's gonna be all she wrote.
This is interesting. I will say, if you want to send us like videos, like just upload it unlisted to YouTube. It's a little bit easier that way. But obviously didn't know that, so I can open this file. I have the technology.
Oh, God.
It's all right. It only took us 50 episodes to figure this out. It's all good. Just unlist your videos if you can send them in.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can load this one
them in,
up.
guys.
Oops.
Oh,
It's out to that guy's email.
You got doxed.
Leaked and doxed.
Yeah, these things
So
happen.
much for not editing this video.
I'm not editing it.
That
Fuck
out in
'em.
post. All right, let's go.
Okay. Can we? Oh, okay. This guy sent in this video.
Oh, is this the Rockford trailer race of
It is Rockford trailer racing.
I was there.
Dude, is
Here?
Lucas Oil on the Edge here filming an episode? What is this?
Yeah, this email comes in from Nick. He writes, "Hello, Shrimps. I found some on-track animal planet material thanks to Jarrett, aka the Iceberg."
Yeah, me and
You heard
Jared
that
were
guy.
there. We're like sitting there on the left side of a start-finish line.
Yeah, he says the final trailer race of destruction at Rockford Speedway.
Yeah.
Basically your average redneck wreckfest with certified ARCA brake moments.
Dude,
they
it
even
was the
broke
most
one of
base
the
shit I've
walls
ever
in the
seen in my life.
turns. What truly stood out to me was how some dude was driving his truck with a hot tub full of water attached to it. Moments like this are the perfect example of an animal in their natural habitat. I would say this is based and not even animalistic.
You can be animalistic and based. At the
Got
same
the
time.
Chevy Avalanche with a hot tub,
I just want
hot
to say,
tub and a tent.
anybody who used to be a big enough Speed Channel consumer if you used to watch Lucas Oil on the Edge, this was when they were at their peak, when they were showing shit like this. They had this. They had like the 3-car like train races, or one guy had the gas, one guy had the brakes, and one guy was just along for the ride.
I remember those.
Dude,
Anyway,
the
interesting
trailer
email.
race of destruction is like a rolling demolition derby, and like it literally does not stop unless somebody like rolls over, there's a fire, or the track is too blocked to continue.
I got 2 more emails. We're actually getting through these really quickly.
All right, let's rip.
Mr. Ass has sent in a Moonhead car update since he's been going to Bowman Gray, and he says it led 2 laps.
Oh shit!
And
It's
he sent in a
back, it's
picture.
so back.
So there you go. There's Travis's
back.
car in the lead.
Dude, it's got a hood.
Yeah,
It's got a
I think
whole
they
front
just
end.
I think they just reattached the bodywork because it's still wrapped the same way.
2 laps.
You know, he didn't crash because we'd get a video.
As long as we're in one piece,
did.
that's what we're looking for.
We're driving good.
There was a bit last week that you missed.
Yeah.
It was not in one piece.
Off of it. Yeah, it was bad.
I'm amazed they got the front end looking that good, honestly.
That dog back there.
Sorry, it's a core dog.
He also said, on my way back to my car, I saw a truck with a sticker that said Seaman Demon.
Nice.
And then Mr. Ass also wrote in, I went to Caraway for the Cars Tour race, and it was fun. Nothing crazy happened. There's no Bowman Gray racing this weekend, so I'm just kind of doing nothing.
Caraway race was actually kind of based.
We'll have to wait another week for the Moonhead car update. But those are your emails. Remember, if you want to send us stuff. Yeah, that was 10.
Yeah, that was 2 and you said 1.
Yeah, it was 2 from the same dude.
Definitely cut 1. Oh, okay.
Send us your favorite moments. What was the most memorable moment from season 1 of Shrimp Hours Presents? Send it to shrimphourspresents@gmail.com.
It must contain a joke about fertilizer.
No.
Nope, doesn't. Doesn't.
Molasses. Does not have to do that.
Molasses.
That's got to be my
submarine jokes are welcome though.
I will say things are going to change a little bit for season 2.
Oh shit.
The first episode of season 2 will be the last one that's on the Drive-Thru YouTube channel.
Oh shit!
So look out for an announcement when.
Are we heading for the hub?
You know, there's a plan. There's a plan.
Hey, it's the diabolical shrimp master plan in action.
The one Joey's been fearing.
Yeah, 3 years in the making on that one.
Yeah, there's the. It'll be ready for episode 51 next
I'll
week.
see you guys at episode 100. Right, I'm real happy for you.
All right, bye, Ed.
So this is Crush Depth Pizza Party.
I just wanted to say,
Pizza Party.
You know, while we're here on episode 50, thanks for listening and watching, and you know, we made 49 more episodes than we thought we would. So
yes,
it really do be like that.
That's incredible. I don't know how that happened.
This is the last one though, so I mean, it was fun while it lasted.
In 6 weeks,
it's been a pleasure.
I can't believe it.
I might not even make it back from. Like,
isn't that crazy? It's almost been a year. Should we just not take a season break? Like, we're just going 51 next week?
If we're off next week, we're never coming back.
Okay, that's true.
4-day delay almost killed it. Like, come on.
Dude, yeah,
I'm doing the Grimace birthday shake live on Shrimp Hours, and we're all dying.
Oh, God.
As long as it's after Monday, I can probably be here next week.
Well, I'm going to Chicago tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll see you guys again.
Take videos, yeah.
Oh, I'll have some Animal Planet with where I'm.
We'll be watching the news reports,
Rusty,
and grandstands and everything else that's apparently incredibly dangerous.
Deep sea depth. Stay away from those two.
Yeah.
Get a slice of pizza while you can.
All right, bye.
Season 1 out. Good night.
Woo woo. Woo woo.
That woo.
The whistles go woo.
The whistles go woo.
It's that woo woo. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
All right, they can't hear us anymore.
There goes the Emmy.